In 2022, there were 23,131 reports to Idaho CPS, and of those reports, 9,300 of those were assigned for investigation. Of those 9,300, 80% of them were found unsubstantiated.
We talked about this also last week, that Idaho's Child Protective Services, within the Department of Health and Welfare, the claim that 80% of the reports they receive are found to be unsubstantiated, as you just heard. Well, that word is carrying around a lot of weight. We learned also last week the majority of referrals for investigation are unsubstantiated. That's what the Department of Health and Welfare told us, meaning they don't find any abuse in those cases. They are investigated, but those referrals are not based necessarily on a bad faith report, which is what legislation being brought by Republican Representative Heather Scott, as you just heard, and Republican Senator Scott Herndon hopes to punish by adding a criminal element to Idaho's already civil deterrent for filing false reports. We also talked about that claim last week, that there are a lot of unintentional, or intentional, I should say, false reports being turned in. But nobody seems to track this, not the Department of Health and Welfare, and neither does the Ada County Prosecutor's Office. We checked. Senator Herndon, though, testified otherwise today, introducing the legislation in the House and Judiciary and Rules Committee.
I did also talk to two prosecutors today who said that they know of a lot of cases of false reporting, and they too wish there was a remedy, but there isn't. They don't know of any cases that go to a civil liability claim, and they would like this tool.
I asked Senator Herndon this afternoon what two prosecutors he was referring to there in that soundbite, and he said he wasn't ready to share that information, but those prosecutors may share their perspective during the hearing process, which will happen soon, since the RS they were talking about today will get printed as a bill, and it will get a full hearing after it passed the committee today with just a few minor changes.